This is my husband.
Yes.
So we've been together we've been married for 10 years.
10 years.
We've been together for 13. Soon will be 14 years. Oh my God. And we just wanted to talk about, because everybody's always like, oh my God, how do you guys do it? And especially in this time where it's like so easy to just call it quits. True. And trust me, I have been there where I just wanted it to just be done and over with. But I'm gonna be honest with you, he kind of saved our marriage in a sense, where he set a line where
repeat it for me. I would like to hear that line.
So it was like probably our worst fight ever. I think I threw all your stuff out.
We're gonna leave that for another topic, but go ahead. I think you did.
Anyway, and I called his brother, I called his mom. I was like, yo, you need to give him a spot because he's out. I'm done. I'm over. I'm through. Whatever. I think we was only 3 kids in.
Yes.
And I was ready. I was through, because sometimes they say when a female is tired or a woman is tired, we're tired. And I think my sister told you to like go take a walk. And you came back and you said to me that, listen, you act like you know everything. I don't know everything about marriage. There wasn't a manual that was given to us. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'm still learning. And you need to stop acting like you know everything. When he said that, it was like, Dad, Katie, you are such a bee. Because it's like, he's admitting that, yeah, I'm messing up. I don't know everything, but like, give me some time to figure it out. And I do tend to come off as if, I can come off to be like I'm a know-it-all or whatever. And but I just took that moment, and it really humbled me.
Okay.
To allow us to be together as long as we are. And that was year 7 of our marriage, where it was probably the worst year. We're not like perfect. I don't feel like we're like,
I don't think we're supposed to be perfect.
See, he says stuff like that. That just makes me like, okay. Got it.
I don't think we're supposed to be perfect. There is no perfect marriage, no perfect relationship, no perfect nothing. You might believe everything is perfect, but there's no perfect nothing. That's how I feel. And it ain't nothing against us or nothing that we don't, because we're always happy. When it's perfect, something always come in our head, or something, the devil always brings something in our way to make it seem like, oh, that was just a perfect moment. No, we are perfect, but it ain't gonna be perfect 24/7. That's how I feel.
You're right, because every single time, like even like right now, we had just got over an argument, like a little thing, and he got hurt and he hurt his back, and it's like the argument that we were having and the annoyance that I was feeling automatically like went away, and all I could think about is like rushing home to make sure he was okay.
True.
And it's like little moments like that where I feel like God shows me like, hey, stop saying that you don't care about him, stop saying that you don't love him no more, because he's in pain and you're running to his side to take care of him and make sure he's okay. So clearly vows meant something to us, and the love is still there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just little things like that that always wakes me up and allow us to be together as long as we have been. Well, I married him when I was 21, and
26.
and everyone advised not to, including family members, friends. On my end,
Nobody ain't said that on my end.
I think no one said that on his end.
It was like, you marrying who? What? When? Whose father? Yes.
So backstory: we met in church.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of have a forbidden love.
If you want to call it
Where
like that.
most people at church really didn't want us to be together. When we got together, the first thing he said is that he was messing with fire. And I said, well, if you're messing with fire and if you're willing to get burned, then, you know, that's on you. And, and it kind of just took off from there. Honestly, I didn't, and I told you this already.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't expect for us to be together. I just had gotten out of a relationship with my oldest son father, and you know, I just needed a forget-me-not. That's what I used to call it. He was my
forget-me-not.
He was my forget-me-not, and
now I'm gonna love him always. So yeah.
Anyway, so I just like wanted to forget about my past and move on. So
that's what you did. You forgot about the past and you moved on.
I did do that.
You do stuff you don't realize you're doing.
Yeah. So
Cause low key she was looking at me too. So
I wasn't looking at him.
Stop.
The only thing I said to this man was, I like your sneakers. That's the only thing I said to him.
We're not going to talk about the counseling part. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to leave that out because that just a cloud in the sky.
So no, his aunt has a joke that he counseled me into being with him because we've known each other since we were young. We've known each other forever because we met in church, and he used to tell me like stuff like I remember, I think I was dating somebody in the church and they broke my heart, and he was like, you know, God is a very jealous God, and you know, he will take people out of your life just so you can focus more on him. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's true. And even
you seen
now,
the look she gave me just now, right? Yeah, I seen it, but she didn't even see it. But go ahead.
what look?
Go ahead. Keep on talking right now.
But even right now, as I like go through life, I realize that, you know, God normally takes people out of my life that he knows isn't good for me. So, and maybe God put people in my life who he feels like may be good for me.
No, who can handle Miss Katie Ann?
What do you mean handle though?
You think you're easy?
I think I'm a pretty, you know, I'm an okay person to get along with. Like,
No,
you
get
know,
along with you is good. We talking about living, sleeping, breathing, eating every day with you. That's a whole different thing than a person coming to just see your vibes and go home. I'm not saying you're bad. I never said you was bad. But I just asked you, do you believe you're easy?
well, I ain't easy no more.
Me never said that we don't need that. I'm just saying, do you feel it's easy
Once upon a time,
talk and to have a civil conversation with you when you have your answer in your head already? That's how I mean. See how long to get the answer? That's how I know you're having trouble answering that question. Because you don't have trouble answering the question. You always have an answer for a question that I spit out to you since I met you. Now we're sitting here and I ask you a question. You're quiet. We're learning stuff about each other as we sit here right now.
I can't answer questions about myself.
Why?
Because I just can't.
But when you throw them at me, I have to answer it. You see now?
This is not how this situation was supposed to be, though. Let me tell you this. Hold
but that's
on.
the thing. You
We
playing
were
something.
supposed to just be talking about marriage and, you know,
Yeah.
how it's good and bad. Now you just kind of flip the switch and make it seem as if, like...
We talking about everything. Might as well. You talking about me, I'm talking about you. We talking about the marriage. We talking about how we getting along. There's not one subject we talking about. Because there's a lot. This is part 1.
Oh, we doing another part?
It's probably going to be like 6 parts.
Anyway. No, it's not easy. Okay, fine. I am not an easy person to deal with. First step is admitting it, people.
Glad says she admit it now. Because she's the on camera and she can't take it back. Because we wind the tape and tell her about herself. But sometimes I think, like you said, admitting it helps you understand what you're doing wrong. That's the first thing, like you said. You have to admit it to yourself. Because if you don't admit it, then you feel like I'm always right. Because, to be honest, she's right. She is always right.
I ain't want to say it. I ain't want to say it.
85% of the time.
I ain't want to say it, but know, I do be right most of the
when
time.
When she wrong, she can't admit that she wrong. That's the hardest thing. She said,
All right.
It's the hardest thing to come out.
All right.
But you see, when she got you hanging, so what happened? Why this ain't get done? Why that ain't get done? That's me. I'll be like her sitting down right there. Quiet. Can't talk. Cricket.
But you see why it works though, right? Because the thing is, when he do talk, and there was this one time where he did actually buck up and tell me to shut up. And I was like, I actually sat down. I was like, oh, okay. Let's see where this is going. He ready to battle? You know, like the real kind of Capricorn inside of me came like, all right, you ready to battle? You ready to go? Okay. Let me sit down and shut up to hear what you got to say. And, you know, I actually, when I really sat down and shut up and heard what he got to say, you know, I was like, well, you know, all you have to do is say that, you know, because it was like me actually hearing him and not just constantly talking over him. But there are times when he does it at the wrong time, when he wrong. And I always try to give him details like, hey, I know everything. I'm giving you an opportunity to set it straight.
Okay.
Don't lie because I cut you up. Then he lies. And not only do he lies, you also try to hit me with something that I did a long time ago.
Okay.
So now he trying to throw darts.
When you got a gun.
When I have a gun and I'm about to shoot you right in your head. Like, hold up. Are you sure you want to bring knives to a gunfight? Because you're going to lose this battle.
Why you bring the gun?
I stay carrying.
You see?
I stay carrying. I don't know.
I don't want to go to jail. So I'm not carrying anything. I'm just going to carry my mouth. Hopefully it gets me out of trouble.
Guys, hold on. Because he about to make this sound real. I do not own a gun. Okay? My gun is right here. Okay? I could cut you up with the gun. That's what I'm talking about. My mouth. My mouth is like bullets.
How you like marriage so far?
I mean, marriage is hard. Marriage is hard.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it's easy.
Because it's the compromising, the communication, the me being the female that has to be the head of the relationship, and then acting like, you know, I am really the submissive one when I'm really the mastermind. Female, we are the mastermind of a relationship. I don't want anybody to tell y'all different. But it's hard. It's definitely hard. And me, I don't want to say I give up easily, but there are times where it's not really me giving up. It's just, it's me giving up, but it's, to butter it up, it's more like I just don't feel like dealing with the foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather walk away and love you from afar than to be stuck in a marriage where there's no communication, no compromise, and only compromising on one side.
Okay.
So I'm willing to, there's a saying that's like, you know, I'd rather be single and happy than miserable and married.
Okay.
Or married and miserable. And that's where I was in our 7th year, where I was just miserable. And I just was like, yo, I'm just tired of trying to compromise with you, and you weren't compromising with me. And it was like, I pretty much give my all, and I tell you everything and anything, and I don't hold back, period. And I feel like you still don't do the same.
Okay.
I don't feel like you're as open as I am in our relationship.
Okay.
Where I'll say the craziest stuff to you, and then you'd be looking at me like, what?
True.
Because I consider you not only my husband, but I consider you my best friend. So I consider you to be someone that I can just say everything and anything to. Although my sister, she just recently told me that, yeah, I can't do that. Because, you know.
Well, I'm not saying you can't do it, but certain things, I think it should stay in your head or stay in your mouth. Like, just don't say it. Because if I was to reply that on the other hand, I don't know how you would take it.
Exactly. I'm built different. I'm a different kind of a female.
Okay.
I'm not like all females.
But that's how you portray yourself.
Okay, you see, here's the thing with me. I go based off of your actions.
Okay.
So if I see a girl pushing up on you, which there has been girls flirting with him, and sometimes this brainless man just don't see it at all.
Because I'm not looking at that.
He was at Chipotle one time, and the girl was, I'm pregnant with Ava, I think. I'm pregnant. And I'm sitting in the back, just chilling, and he's ordering. And this girl is keying up a storm with him. And I'm just sitting there, you know, quietly. And I think she offered you, like, she was like, oh, you know, you want some chips? And what she was offering him, like, some free chips and stuff like that. He was like, oh, do I gotta pay extra for that? She was like, nah, it's cool. You know, you could take it or whatever, you know, giving him free shit. So in my head, I'm like, okay, go ahead, baby, work them looks, you know, get us free stuff. And I think we went to the car, and then I think they forgot something in the bag or something, what have you, and you went back in. And then I didn't go back with him. He went by himself. He came back in the car, and then he said, honey, I think that girl was flirting with me. And I was like, no, you just realized that she was flirting with you?
I don't look for those things. I'm married. I have you. I have everything I want in one woman. I don't look for those things. And I'm being very honest with you. Yes, you listen. They got these shows out on TV. That guys do these crazy stuff. And don't get me wrong. Yes, we are all human. Yes, we are all flesh. But I definitely know from the first day when I married you, I dedicated myself to you. So nobody else getting this. Just that simple. I'm scared of diseases. I'm terrified to catch anything. So it's like, yeah, I know in the back of your head, yeah, guys are dogs and this and that. But at the same point, women could be the same thing. We know that. But
I'm sure the viewers is on the catching diseases is probably like, there's condoms.
Yeah, but still, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get into all that condom stuff, but I'm just saying, I don't want to get no damn disease. That's it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I know you're the woman for me. There is even if a woman is flirting with me, I'm not looking at it. It doesn't catch me. I don't go into certain things looking at, like, literally seeing these things because it never happened when I was younger. I never really noticed when women was flirting with me or whatever. I was just nice, helping you out, doing what I got to do. That's it. That's all it was. It's not that I put myself in a situation. Mm-hmm. It's happened. Mm-hmm. But knowing what I, like me now, me now, totally different. It's not happening. I'm being honest. I'm just gonna say it like that. It's not happening.
Well,
I'm not losing. First of all, this is my saying, and I try to tell some of the people that I be hanging out with, like some of my friends, and don't lose your life for one night.
Oh.
Don't do it.
Got some bars there.
That's it, but it's true.
You might need to get that on a shirt. Don't lose your life for one night. We're going to get that married life. Hashtag married life.
Yeah, but
we're going to get that on a shirt.
That's why I cherish my marriage.
But, well, I don't worry about you until your actions change.
Okay.
I don't even worry about the girl. That's why when I say certain things to you about, certain guys or what have you, I don't want you to ever think that means I'm going to choose them over you. Because, yes, I be making comments to him about guys, but I make comments to him about guys, and I make comments to him about girls. Actually, there was one time in the beginning of our relationship, he dead thought I was, like, bi, because I would...
Looking at girls' butt all the time.
I would be checking girls out. I'm like, yo, wait, look.
And we in Manhattan, too, and you looking at... I'm like, so, all right, you come all the way from up in Reed Avenue to come all the way down to Manhattan to tell me about white girls' butt. Seriously.
First of all, I'm a tomboy at heart. So it's like I can't, the little boy inside of me tends to come out when I'm with the guys. And at that moment, I wasn't with my boyfriend at the time. I was with my guy that's a friend, and we was just hanging out, chilling. Yeah. So, there was this girl, and, she had a little fatty, and I think she was white or Spanish or something. I was like, yo, babe, check that out. And then
I think it was Spanish, because it was in Spanish Harlem, so most likely she was Spanish or Dominican. But, it was one of them.
And he was like, listen, if I don't see anything when I'm walking, no, he said, I don't look back at girls. I walk forward, and I check them out from the front, and then that's it. So I'm just like, it kind of had me thinking like, so how you know what you're working with in the back? Like, don't you want to check out to see if the trunk is good or does it got dents? Like,
no. I don't. It's different. Every guy is different.
This is why when it comes to guys, it's so weird because my husband is like totally different from most of the guys that I talk to or deal with. His mindset, I don't know if it's him just putting on a front or...
If I'm putting on a front, then I should have been putting on a front for 14 years, right?
Well, you know what? Let's talk about that, because there's this guy on TikTok who said that a guy will act like they love you just so somebody else won't love you.
All right, but if I love you and you don't love me, you leaving still. So
not if you work your magic, because ladies, don't come at me, but sometimes ladies can be weak-minded. Some ladies can be very weak-minded, and you portray as if you love them so much.
You said the key word.
What?
Weak-minded ladies. You're not a weak-minded lady. You're a strong-minded female. Wife. Friend. It's a difference.
How do we end up with so much kids?
Caitlin and Ava was mine. Caitlin and Ava.
And Aiden.
No. You didn't want Aiden.
No.
Listen, you wanted
First
to give
of all,
me...
Aiden.
Hold on, you wanted to give me my first son, so you can't put that one on me. I'm gonna just put it on you now.
You can't put that on me because you wanted a son.
But you wanted to give me my son.
We were married. Who you were gonna get your son from?
No, I don't know that man I said. So then you caused Aiden, right?
I don't know how I caused Aiden. Like I put the sperm up inside of me and got myself pregnant. I'm trying to figure that out.
You wanted Aiden, I should say. I wanted Aiden too. I never said I didn't want him, but I'm just saying. You just wanted him 95 and I wanted him 90.
That math don't even make sense, baby love.
Why?
I wanted him 95 and you wanted him 90.
Yeah.
We won, so we 100%. There has to be a addition situation going on there.
All right, 60-40. Gosh, you 60, I'm 40.
How am I 60? Well, whatever. Fine. I'm 60. He's 40.
Start first.
Okay.
Caitlin, my fault.
I'm not objecting.
No. Next one.
Aiden. I'll take Aiden.
She can't even say it. Ava.
Okay, here's why I will take Aiden. Because after Caitlin, we got married. And Aiden was a way for us to steal our marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
So, say it.
Aiden was supposed to be our last. He wanted another baby because of Javon, his friend.
I don't want no. He might have one right now. Him and his wife have one again.
His friend had his best friend gave birth to this little girl. The little girl is so cute, and he just had to have another one.
I just said, God, give me a pretty baby too.
Had to have another one. So then came Ava.
Ava was my problem.
Ava definitely was his problem. Ava is still his problem.
Get to the next one.
Caden came on a drunken night.
No. We didn't ask about that. We asked who.
I didn't want Caden per se.
Okay. But you did not.
And I feel like it sounds so horrible us saying who we wanted and who we didn't want.
It's not like that.
But
it's like at the time in our life, we did want babies and we didn't want babies.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's not that we don't want the baby. It's at the time we want and we don't want.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was never, the kids have nothing to do with this. It was our hormones, I guess we'll say. If we want the baby, or if we want to have a baby, or we don't want to have a baby.
It's our good sex life. We have a very healthy sex life. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like we be timing like, wait a minute, you haven't touched me in how many days? Like what is going on with that? We did have cable. We had TV because it was sometimes that the TV was watching us. But I don't know.
No, she told me this thing. She was like a horny rabbit. She told me this one time. I don't know.
A horny rabbit?
Yeah, didn't you know that mean?
I've never said that.
So who said that?
I don't know. That must be in your head.
No, we populate like raps or something like that.
Somebody said that.
Yeah, somebody said something to that
said
effect.
that.
That's what I mean. I don't. Maybe somebody said it about us.
My sister also used to say that we trying to populate the world because we wouldn't stop. We would have a kid like every year. That's what she said, but not every year.
7,
I think every 2
Caitlin
years
is 10,
or so.
Aiden is 8.
So every 2 years.
8. No, Ava is 4. So we went from 8 to 4. Every 4 years, Aiden and Ava is 4 years apart. Then we went back to 2 again.
Oh, okay.
Because Caitlin and Aiden is 2 years apart.
So we spaced it out pretty good. Our
Then we went
kids
to a
spaced
4
out
year
pretty
gap.
good.
Then we did Kate, Ava, and then we did KJ because they 2 years apart too.
Yeah. We did a pretty good space between the kids.
No. We. When we were just picking out who did what and how it went down, right? Now, we. She back to our French.
Whatever. But anyway, that's how our kids came about. And then I have a 14-year-old with my previous relationship.
And I got a 19-year-old with my previous relationship.
Yeah.
So that makes 6.
6 kids.
3 girls, 3 boys. About to get some more tattoos too. What is your most memorable moment so far? It's not the kids. Between me and you.
Of us being together?
Yes.
The most memorable moment of us being together?
The whole thing. Start to finish. From start to now. Oh, can we write it down? So then we can show them our answer? See if we get the same answer?
Alright, so the question was, what was our most memorable moment in our marriage?
From start to finish. From I met you till now. Yes. That's what I said. Don't sit here now thinking about a whole different different answers to put on your paper. I know. Come and know, say you want to change it now. Right? Do you want to change it or do you want to keep your answer?
Well, I don't know because now you kind of like pressuring me. Like I don't know. I'm gonna keep my answer because I feel like it's a genuine answer.
And that's what you feel is the most one that you remember. So.
Well, yeah, because when I say most memorable moment, I think about most like intimate moment that we had and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So anyway, my answer was watching the fireworks after we got married. Because we got married on the 4th of July. So we didn't really have a honeymoon. So we just kind of went to his brother's place. And we went on the rooftop. And he lived kind of close to 34th Street. Mm-hmm. So they can see the fireworks there. We were just on his rooftop. And we were just together. And we were just kissing underneath the fireworks. And just, having our little honeymoon. But that was my memorable moment. Fireworks. I don't know. Can you see it? It's probably backwards, but whatever.
So you want to know what's my most memorable moment? You sure?
Yes.
You seem nervous.
I am nervous. Is it me marrying you?
Being married, we make our own rules and we set our own path so that we can continue to grow and love each other every day.
Mama blessed, despite the mess.